This is the Retirement Coaches Association's annual conference, and retirement coaching is an exploding field. Why? Because there is an exploding need for it. People are realizing that planning for retirement, the money's this much of it. It's really, what are you going to do with the rest of your life to still be significant, to have purpose, and especially considering how much life you have ahead of you and how much increased health span we all have. That's where a retirement coach comes in to help you with the big picture.
So the financial plan is going to address the financial issues. They're going to look at diversification, insurance, and general estate planning, where a coach is going to take the non-financial pieces. Again, things like, what's a perfect day or a perfect week look like in retirement? People don't write it down. And so for the first time, they've got to think about this and write it down. What are you going to do with your time? So how are you going to replace your work identity? So now you don't have a business card. You're no longer identified by your job. So how are you going to be identified? What's going to get you up in the morning? What's going to get you to roll out of bed? And then also, too, who are you going to connect with? Because again, now you just don't have a few hours after work to connect with people. You've got all day. And so you have to think about those connections. And also, how do you stay relevant? Because people have, know people who retire and they get old in like 2 weeks. So you've got to be plugged in and relevant. And so how are you going to do that? And again, talking through it, because people think it comes natural or easy, or it's going to just fall into place. It's magic. Retirement's magical. It all works. That's not the case. You have to work on it. You have to develop new skills, and a coach can help you do it.
And especially living longer healthy and enabled too. That's why some people think they're failing at retirement.
Exactly. And I think that social net, so what are the key things? Like, people want to make sure they don't run out of money. But you really want to focus on your social network. It will help you fend off things like depression, Alzheimer's. You'll live longer if you have a stronger social network. But again, do you go into retirement thinking about your friends or who you surround yourself with? No, but a coach is going to help you do that.
You've got a great analogy comparing the way people approach retirement to the way someone in prison approaches being an escapee. What is that?
Well, it's interesting because most people who escape from prison are caught within the first week. I think 98% are caught. And the reason is because they spend all their time trying to get out. Once they get out, they don't have a plan. They don't know what to do. And so people do the same thing. They plan to leave work and leave the workforce, and they get out. They don't know what to do. And so they get trapped and caught, and they need to go back to work because they failed. And that doesn't have to be the case. That's why you want to find a certified retirement coach who's got some training to kind of guide you through this path.